Too Crazy AI brings you today's curated AI industry news. OpenAI launches ad testing in ChatGPT while opening GPT 5.3 Codex to platforms like Cursor. China's Zhipu GLM-5 reveals 700 billion parameter scale, and Cursor releases Composer 1.5 with 20x RL training. Let's dive into today's key developments together. OpenAI officially launched ChatGPT ad testing on February 9th, targeting adult users on free and go subscriptions. Ads appear at the bottom of responses, clearly labeled and matched to conversation topics in history. But here's the key. OpenAI promises to never sell user data to advertisers. Users under 18 won't see any ads, and sensitive topics like politics and health won't trigger ads. Users have full control. You can dismiss ads, provide feedback, see why you're shown specific ads, delete your ad data instantly, and manage personalization anytime. However, disabling ads reduces your daily free conversation quota. This represents OpenAI's careful balance between monetization and maintaining user trust.
OpenAI released GPT 5.3 Codex on February 5th, the most capable agentic coding model to date. It combines GPT 5.2 Codex's coding prowess with GPT 5.2's reasoning capabilities while running 25% faster. What makes this revolutionary? It's natively integrated into the tools developers actually use: Cursor, VS Code, and GitHub Copilot. But here's the mind-bending part. GPT 5.3 Codex is the first AI model that was instrumental in creating itself. The Codex team used earlier versions to debug its own training, manage its deployment, and diagnose test results. That's AI bootstrapping at its finest. API access is starting with select customers and expanding over the next few weeks.
Big news from China's AI frontier. Zhipu AI's GLM-5 model architecture details were exposed through integration submissions to Hugging Face Transformers and VLLM. Based on technical analysis, the model is estimated to have a staggering 700 to 800 billion total parameters, with about 44 billion activated at any given time. This is achieved through distributed, sparsely activated architecture and mixture of trained principles techniques. If these numbers are confirmed, GLM-5 would be China's largest AI model to date, a significant milestone in the global AI race. The fact that VLLM documentation already has deployment guides suggests Zhipu is well prepared. This represents a major leap in domestic AI capabilities.
Cursor raised the bar for AI coding assistance with Composer 1.5, released on February 9th. What's remarkable isn't just that it's better, it's how they got there. They scaled reinforcement learning by 20 times on the same base model, using more compute for post-training than the original pre-training itself. The result? A thinking model that generates reasoning tokens to understand your codebase and plan next steps. When it runs out of context, it can self-summarize and keep going, a capability trained directly into the RL process. Performance gains are most dramatic on challenging tasks, and Cursor's data shows something profound. RL for coding scales predictably. More compute in, smarter results out.
Hugging Face just dropped a game changer for JavaScript developers, Transformers.js v4 preview. The headline feature is a completely rewritten web GPU runtime in C++, built in partnership with the Onyx runtime team. This isn't a minor update. It supports about 200 model architectures and enables the same code to run with GPU acceleration across browsers, Node.js, Bun, Dino, and desktop apps. The engineering is impressive. They migrated from Webpack to EaseBuild, slashing build times by 10x, from 2 seconds down to just 200 milliseconds. Bundle sizes dropped by 10% on average, with the web build shrinking by 53%, now available on NPM.
OpenAI is expanding Sora's creative capabilities with extensions, a powerful new feature for narrative continuity in AI video generation. Here's how it works. You can use forward extend to continue your video story, or backward extend to add a prequel, all while maintaining the same characters and world consistency. The workflow is elegant. Open any generated video in the editor and choose extend or recut. Free users get 15-second videos, while Pro subscriber can generate up to 25 seconds at 1080p in any aspect ratio. Perhaps most exciting is the social dimension. Remix others' works and extend the story. Imagine a community building interconnected narratives.
it's collaborative AI storytelling.
Sam Altman showed OpenAI's human side. When they launched the Codex app on February 2, a Mac app that manages multiple AI coding agents working simultaneously, it exploded to over 1 million downloads in the first week, with 60% weekly user growth. Altman called it the most loved internal product we've ever had. Instead of immediately restricting access, he announced that free and Go users get 2 months of access to celebrate the launch, and all paid tiers got doubled read limits. Codex is normally for Plus, Pro, Business, Enterprise, and Education subscribers, but this 2-month window lets everyone experience parallel AI coding agents.
OpenRouter just dropped something intriguing. Aurora Alpha, a stealth model shrouded in mystery. It's designed as a reasoning model optimized for speed, specifically targeting coding assistants in real-time dialogue. The specs are impressive, currently serving 128K context using 8-bit quantization for practical deployment, but the architecture natively supports up to 512K tokens. Output caps at 50,000 tokens, plenty for comprehensive code generation and detailed explanations. But here's the mystery. It's a cloaked model from an undisclosed lab released to gather community feedback. OpenRouter has done this before with Quasar Alpha. Aurora Alpha could be a major model lab testing in public before official launch.
Today's craziest question. OpenAI is testing ads in ChatGPT for revenue while giving free users 2 months of free Codex access. Is this a carefully designed business balance or a strategic contradiction with the left hand fighting the right? Can ads generate profit without damaging user trust? What's your take? Drop your answer in the comments. 22 Crazy AI. See you tomorrow for more crazy AI news.